You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events right here in Scotland County. With your host, Cecil Chandler. If it's happening in Scotland County, it's on right here.
Laurinburg, Scotland County. So if you want to know what's going on in that area, you got to stay with the state. Right now, we're right here at Spring Hill Middle School. And this is a neat little place. We're going to tell you more about that when we come back. We'll be right back. Right now, let's check on the weather. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live on the road in Laurinburg, Scotland Chamber of Commerce. And we're taking you all over the area. And right now, we're visiting. This is Spring Hill Middle School. And now I've got Brent and Shannon with me. Brent is the principal and Shannon's the assistant principal. Now we want to talk a little bit about the school itself. Brent, give me a little bit of information about the school.
Spring Hill is one of 2 middle schools here in Scotland County. We serve approximately 630 students. We are the home of the academically and intellectually gifted magnet program. And also 100% of our students participate in our student club initiative.
All right, now talking about clubs, all right, how important, Shannon, is, the clubs and all that you have here?
Well, lots of times kids can only participate in clubs after school, but we have built in clubs during the school day so that all kids can be involved. They don't have to worry about catching a ride home.
Really?
So it gets our kids involved in community activities, and it helps build our school culture and our pride.
Yeah, how many different clubs do you have?
We have over 30 clubs.
30 clubs?
Yes.
Wow, that is amazing. Now, when you look at a middle school, you're talking about all the other things that you offer here. What else do y'all offer here at the middle school?
We have our interscholastic sports programs here at the middle school. We added 2 new sports this year. Our kids, like I said, are involved in clubs and after-school activities, cross-curricular programs. We just have something for everyone here at Spring Hill.
Yeah, what are some of the sports y'all are doing? You said you added 2 new ones.
We added cross-country. Yeah. And we have basketball, baseball, softball, football, volleyball.
Golf.
All
soccer.
that here at a middle school?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's pretty amazing. Now, coming together when y'all did your consolidations, you made your school bigger, I'm sure, didn't it?
We did. Spring Hill grew by about 220 students.
All right, and y'all have so much to offer now because you got students coming from all over, and they get a little bit of everything. They get to clubs while they're in school. Now, that's pretty neat.
Yes.
I had to stay after school to do clubs.
That's right, and they get to link up with teachers and learn more about teachers can, interact with students in a more relaxed setting, and kids are exposed to things that they might want to do professionally later on in life. Yeah. And so it helps build relationships between teachers and kids as well.
All right, we're going to talk to some of the students now, okay?
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. We're showcasing different businesses and events to do right here in Scotland County. Brought to you by ABC 15 and the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
All right, let's find out a little bit. What kind of clubs are you a part of?
I'm part of the Outdoor Activities Club.
Now, what is that all about?
It's all about going outdoors, learning how to tie knots, kind of Boy Scout skills.
Yeah.
And we also help our community, too. Like outside in the front after the big ice storm, we picked up sticks for school.
Cleaned up. All right. Now, what are some of the clubs you're in?
I'm in fitness and beta club.
Yeah.
Fitness, we learn about the human body. We exercise and make sure we stay fit.
And the beta?
We just work community service.
Yeah, community service. And you like what you're doing? You like it here where you can come in here and do it during school hours? That's pretty neat, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
All right, you play sports?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
Volleyball and basketball.
Go ahead. How about you?
I play golf, basketball, and baseball.
How good a golfer are you?
Not very good.
Not very good. That's all right. All right, we're going to talk to a couple of more kids, too.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
All right, we got 2 more students here from Spring Hill Middle School. All right, we got Emma now. All right, what club are you a member of?
I'm in Odyssey of the Mind and Beta Club. And Odyssey of the Mind is a club where you do team-based learning activities where you build things.
All right, now is it important to be a part of a club when you're in a school?
Yes, because you get to interact with different students that aren't always in your grade level.
All right, let's go with Kathleen. What clubs are you in?
I'm in Beta Club and Yearbook Club.
All right, now tell me a little bit about what they do.
Well, in Yearbook, we got to decide on what pictures went in the yearbook, and we got to decide on the format of the pages. And in Beta Club, it's National Honor Society for kids who have good behavior and good grades.
I can never be in that one. All right, now what sports do you do?
I did cross country, and I'm now doing soccer.
And you?
And I'm doing soccer and volleyball.
Wow. Okay, we've had a lot of fun here. We're on the road in Laurinburg County at Spring Hill Middle School. Stay with us. We got a lot more coming up. And welcome back, everybody, to Carolina and Company Live. We're on the road in Laurinburg, North Carolina. We're in Scotland County now. We're out at the Lumber River State Park. Now, this is a beautiful place, and I've got Bradley with me now. Bradley, tell me a little bit about the park.
We've been here since about the park was established in 1997.
Yeah.
And this area here was established in 2007. Whenever we got started here, everything was pretty much, well, basically woods, other than a little cleared out area here. At the park, you can come down here and picnic, camp, canoe, fish. We have a lot of different things that you can do here.
Yeah, you're right here on the Lumber River. You know, this is a big place.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right here, we've got 660 acres right here at this location.
Wow. All right. Now, how much did it cost to come down if I wanted to come down and camp out and do stuff like that?
It's $13 a night.
So it's nice. And y'all are open when? When are y'all open right now?
Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And we usually open up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and starting in March, it will be open up until 8 o'clock at night, and then after April, it will be opened up till 9 o'clock at night here.
All right, now I've been looking around. I hadn't seen any wildlife yet. I've been looking. Now, what kind of wildlife can we find here?
We have an abundance of turkeys, deer, squirrels, different kinds, from gray squirrels, fox squirrels, and we do have some flying squirrels also. We have a few bear and an occasional feral hog.
You say you got some bear?
Yes, sir. We do have a few bear close by.
All right, close by?
Yes, sir.
Your gun's loaded, right?
One bullet.
One bullet. I'll tell you what, when you said bear, it made me just look around for a little bit there. Yes. All right, now there's other things that go on here now, you know, like in nature trails and stuff like that. Do you have a lot of those out here?
Yes, sir. We do have a lot of nature trails here. We have somewhere around 5 miles of hiking trails, and it goes through a diverse areas from lowlands up to higher wetland or higher lands with ridges and stuff. The diverse hiking trails is what we have here.
So any kind of nature trails you want, you can find it?
Yes, sir. Yes,
all right,
sir.
now what's coming up? Any upcoming events for the park?
Yes, sir. Come May the 9th or May the 14th, we have a chalk bait challenge here. We have a canoe and kayak race starting here and going down to Highway 401. It's about 2.2 miles, and we have a homemade raft race then also. A lot of different events here that we'll have with different games and stuff for the kids and stuff, so anybody that would like to come out, so it's free.
All right, now, a homemade raft, that's got to be funny to watch them try to make these rafts float.
Oh, yes, sir. Some of them don't. Some of them don't. Some of them don't.
They go down. So
yes, sir.
If they want to find out more about the park, what can they do? Where can they go to?
You can go to the North Carolina State Park website, click on the Lumber River State Park, and yes, sir, it'll tell you everything that we've got to offer.
All right, Brian, thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
Keep watching my back for bears. All right, we got more coming up right here on the road in Laurinburg in Scotland County. Stay with us. We'll be back.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live on the road in Laurinburg, Scotland, Chamber of Commerce. We're traveling all over, finding out a lot of neat stuff. And now with me right now, Mary Catherine Marie. She's a doctor here, and we're at Harris Family Practice. Now, this is where we are. How long have you been a doctor here?
I have actually been here since August of 2013, so I've been here for almost 3 years.
All right, now I've got to ask you about the Scotland Physicians Network. What is SPN?
So the Scotland Physician Network is actually a branch off of the Scotland Healthcare System. It's made up of family practice offices and specialty offices, including general surgery and obstetrics and gynecology. And we kind of partner together as one group, and that's what makes up the Scotland Physician Network.
So you've got a lot of people there that can do a lot of different things and help a lot of people.
That's right. The beauty of it is that we're all on the same EMR, which is the electronic medical record. So whether you see us here at Harris or at one of our other family practice offices, we're all under the same EMR so that we can see what other doctors are doing in the same network. So the same thing goes if you go to general surgery for your colonoscopy, that we can see what they've done and what recommendations that they have made.
Yeah, so you don't have to call over there and say, hey, send me the records over here. Everything's electronic, and you look at it and find it.
That's right. So if you see them tomorrow or see them yesterday and see us today, then we can actually see what they did yesterday and not have to wait on that delay to get your
Yeah,
records.
now SPN is kind of special now. Give me something that's really special about SPN.
So the great thing is that Scotland Healthcare System really values physician input, and we actually have something called the PNLC, which is the Physician Network Leadership Committee. And what they do is they actually take one physician from every office and they make a committee, and it helps make bylaws and policies that our offices will then follow. So it's nice to have a voice from each office in that committee.
All right, now what's the future for SPN?
So right now, the biggest thing that SPN is doing is something called Lean, and we're just reorganizing our care team. So it used to be when you go to the doctor's office, you have one physician that then has one nurse, or one mid-level who has a nurse, but now we've kind of revamped that, and we have what we call a flow assistant, and the flow assistant is the one that you would reach if you were calling the office and needed a prescription refill or had a question for myself. You would call and reach my physician assistant, my flow assistant. They would then send the message to me. So it's that same person that you're going to talk to every time you call. But then that also frees up my nurse to do only patient care here in the office, so that they can dedicate their whole time here in the office. They're not having to return phone calls. They're not having to answer messages. They're really able to dedicate that time to the patients that are here in the office.
It makes the system work better that way.
Right. So our goal is not only improve our efficiency as physician and other providers, but also improve your quality of care that you get when you come here to the office.
All right, a lot of people call and say, I want to speak to the doctor, but you don't have time to answer all this.
Right.
And your special assistant can handle all that and knows everything that you're going to tell them.
That's right. And the goal is to then decrease that wait time. So if you call today, our goal is that if you call this morning at 8 o'clock, that you would have an answer about your question within a couple of hours. That it's not you're having to wait till the next business day or 2 days from now. It's that flow assistance can stop me in between patients, say, hey, I had a patient who called with this question. What would you like me to do about it? And so then they can call the patient back and have an answer for them fairly quickly.
Well, that's pretty good. I'm telling you, when you modernize it, you make improvements all the time. Everything is getting better.
That's right. And so here at Harris Family, the biggest thing that we're doing right now is we're in the process of renovating our whole office. And what we're doing is we're hoping to improve access by adding 2 additional providers. We have another nurse practitioner that's coming to join our practice in just a couple of weeks. And then we have another physician that we're hoping to come on board as well.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us. All right.
Thank you.
All right. We're learning a lot today. We're right here in the Laurinburg area, and we'll be back with a lot more. Stay with us.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We're on the road in Laurinburg and Scotland County with the Chamber, and we're visiting all kinds of people, letting you know what's going on in the area. And now we're out here at a plant that makes glass. It's called NSG Group. Now, Chris, what is NSG?
Well, first, Cecil, welcome to Scotland County here in Laurinburg. I appreciate your visit. NSG stands for Nippon Sheet Glass. Nippon Sheet Glass is one of the largest flat glass producers in the world. We produce glass for the architectural and automotive market worldwide. Our facility here in Laurinburg has had several different owners. We also been known as Pilkington North America, and prior to that, which really all the locals still remember us as, is Libby Owens Ford, or LOF. But right now we are NSG Group, one of the largest producers of glass in the world, and this facility here in Laurinburg is actually one of the largest float glass plants you will find in the world. Now, float glass is a product that was invented by Pilkington back in the 1950s, and it was one of those inventions that really revolutionized the way glass was made. It makes pristine flat glass that is within 0.003 inches of flatness all the way across. Now here in Laurinburg, this is probably the most complex float glass plant in the world. The glass is floated on about 4 inches of molten tin and stretched to its final width, and then transfers down a very long conveyor where it's cooled down to about 100 degrees from where it's then cut down to size. Now, float glass in general starts out as sand. Sand is the #1 material in glass, but we also add dolomite, limestone, and several different colorants. In this facility here, we make several different colors of glass. Our products are Arctic blue, evergreen, bronze gray, graphite blue, clear, and actually our #1 product right now is a product called Opti White, which is a low iron glass.
Wow. All right. Now, how many employees you have here?
This facility has 300 employees. Back when it was first built in 1970, we've had as many as 1,000 employees. Now, these employees we didn't lose these employees because of any loss of business. It's just through general improvements and efficiency. Yes, over the years.
All right. Now, where can we find your glass? All over the world? Skyscrapers
all over
in New
the
York
world.
City?
Skyscrapers in New York City. Right now, our glass is being put into the Empire State Building.
Wow.
Our low E glass is actually in the top observation decks to prevent data transfers from going in and out of the buildings. But you really won't see our name, NSG, on glass. It'll be on our customer's glass. We provide a glass. We're the first people in line. Our glasses, we call ourselves stock sheets, 130-inch by 204-inch glass that is shipped out to our customers, and they'll cut it down to size. So you'll see like our customers like Viracon or Berkowitz. Their names will be, they will be working with the architects that build the glass, but they'll buy their products from us. You'll see our glasses all over the skyscrapers in Dubai and in all the condominiums in Miami are actually been built by a company out of Colombia called Technoglass. So our the glass was made here, exported to Colombia, where it was made by our customer Technoglass, and then shipped back to Florida to be put in all the condominiums in South Beach.
Well, economically, you're doing a big boost for Laurinburg.
Yes, we are. We are actually one of the. We are in need of people. We are hiring right now. We have 2 float lines that are at full capacity. We have 0 days that we can be crushing glass, having poor production, because the business is growing so much right now.
Well, that's good. We appreciate you being on the show and letting us know about it and showing us all this stuff, because it's pretty exciting to look at that. We thank you a lot for that.
Oh, you're welcome, Cecil.
All right, we got a lot more coming up. We're on the road in Laurinburg and Scotland counties with the Chamber. We're going to be back with a lot more.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. We're showcasing different businesses and events to do right here in Scotland County. Brought to you by ABC 15 and the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company live on the road in Laurinburg and Scotland Chamber of Commerce, taking us everywhere. Now I'm with Dr. Ron Hargrave, and we're talking about the Scotland County schools, and this man knows it all. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Good.
Let's talk a little bit about your school, the school system itself.
Okay. I'm sure you've seen, as you've been in Scotland County, this is a proud community, and we have a proud school system. We have just under 6,000 students. We have 7 elementary schools. We have 1 traditional high school, 2 middle schools, an early college, and we have an alternative school. And so this is a wonderful school system, a lot of great things going on, something exciting happening each and every day, as I'm sure you've seen already as you visited some of our schools.
All right, now y'all are the largest second largest employee for Scotland County, is that right?
Yeah, we employ right around 800 employees, and that is the second largest employer in Scotland County.
All right, well, not too long ago, consolidation and closure of some schools. Now, how is that going?
Well, I'm sure as many of your listeners or viewers saw last year, there was a lot of conversation about how many schools were going to be closed, just how that was going to go. And we did end up closing 2 schools, 2 elementary schools and 1 middle school. We consolidated the 2 elementary schools into the middle school. It's going very well. There was a lot of angst and a lot of wondering how that was going to go. It was a smooth transition, and that's just thankful to the staff and the hard work that the administrators put in. It's going very well.
All right, budget-wise, did that help cut some budget and save y'all some money to put elsewhere?
We did earn some savings by cutting out some of the schools. And really where your savings is, when you have older schools, it takes a lot to heat and cool those schools and with the repairs. And so by not having to have those expenditures, it allows us to be able to use some of those funds in other areas to continue to support our students.
All right, expanded opportunities for some of the students now. Tell me about some of those.
We are very fortunate in that we have been able to partner with New Schools, and New Schools is the parent group behind early colleges, and we'll be expanding opportunities at the high school. We'll have more and more opportunities for our students to take high school courses while they're on the campus of Scotland High School free of charge. And this is something that we've been working toward, trying to expand those opportunities, and it's just going to be I think great for our community, because anytime that a parent can save money with their children going off to college, you know, that's very good.
Making a stronger school district by doing everything that you're doing. Thanks for being on the show with me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
We've had a great time today, and I hope you've learned a lot while visiting Laurinburg and Scotland counties. We'll be back on the road again next Wednesday, bringing you some more interesting things from this area. Have a great day, everybody.